Hey there, hi diddly do there. Wake me, alright. Yeah, I've got a couple of ideas for villains brewing. Right, I'll get to them probably sometime. Oh, I should definitely finish up the next chapter of, Dungeon Architect. I've been kind of neglecting to do that, but Alright, I need to make sure I get plenty of rest. I've kind of been thinking, I need to bring, streams back to, the daytime. Back around 5 or so. Or, maybe even earlier if I can. So I can get plenty of rest. Because it's definitely affecting my health, just to stay up all night. Playing these video games for hours and hours. Oh well, it's okay. I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. Besides, sleep is for the weak. Besides, everybody agrees that sleep is for the weak. Who needs that, really? It's not like one time I was tripping balls when I got, sleep deprivation. Oh, wow. Tripping balls is so fun, dude. Wow, wow, wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. The wind blowing through our yieldless veil, gently dwindles. Uh-oh. She's on the other side of the river. Please don't throw it. And then dies altogether. No, they can't move. Uh-oh. Oh no, they're literally dead. Okay, no, I think they're all dead. Hey, could you please get that out of the way? You could eat. Alright, you should eat more delicious Cool Ranch and Dorito Crunchwrap Supremes. No. I am not in any way, shape, or form. I am not in any way, shape, or form, in Dorito. That is actually a bunch of false information and fake news that is spread by my, detractors, yeah. Alright, now. That's because we removed the sacred stone from its rightful place in the sanctum. Lance Blockheads, oh no. Oh no, and she's still, insisting that, the rock, that the rock is definitely not to blame. But the rock. What we must do in order, and I must ask you another favor of you, alright now. Fetch Fidela. Oh no, my granddaughter went out to gather flowers again, I doubt you went to venture far. The lives of the men, women, and children in a veil are at stake. No, there's no such thing as Indorito. Indorito is a bunch of, false information, and like a whole bunch of, a whole lot of fake news. Okay? It's not real. It's not real. No matter how much you guys want, no matter how much you guys want the Indorito to be real, it's not real, okay? It's never gonna happen. Yeah, Indorito's not real, no. There are no Cool Ranch powers. I do not have Cool Ranch powers. That is not something that anybody has, okay? I do not have Cool Ranch powers. I have the True Arts of the Moon, which is significantly different than, Cool Ranch. That's a little bit different than, the powers of Cool Ranch. Oh, so excuse me. Fucking hell, man. Wow, man. No. Moonlight is not Cool Ranch flavored. That is a bunch of detractor nonsense. That is a bunch of nonsense spread by trolls and detractors, okay? The screams of a young girl echo throughout the valley. Help me! I know what's going on. Oh, she fell off the veil. Please, somebody help me. I don't wish to die. Yeah, if only we had wings, this would be... Alright, now. Alright, we should... Alright, no, I can hold on. Oh, no. Is she actually dead? Wait, she actually learned to fly. Wait, she can actually... Alright. Wait, she's not dead. Wow, she's not dead. Sure, I want to jump down? Alright, now. After the cold snap, we will be told Moonlight. We just had to... After the cold snap, we just had to tell me that chlorine Moonlight is a chlorine flavored. I would have thrown fragrance at her. One of them should have saved her. Ah, what? Oh, so Foam, you're actually pro-saving, children from, their deaths. I don't blame you. Yeah. Now is the time for me to ponder on such matters. The wind have died, and my father must undoubtedly be in dire straits. Yeah, they kind of ordered you to get rid of the rock that controls the wind, and it turns out your mom or whatever she is to you led you down a very foolish path because she's kind of an idiot. Not gonna lie. Yes, but I was going with the special method possibly throwing 30 people down there to save one person. No, you can just throw me down there. I have wings. I can save her. An old traveler that was brought Fatale to me as I promised. No regrets, Fatale. Heed my words. For thou too must play thy part. Oh no. Because the statue within the Great Spirit has been engulfed, the Great Spirit within the Sanctum has been engulfed in darkness. Darkness, no, parents. No, I would have throwing people until there's a pile of people so that the person that's in danger can walk away. Ow! So they're gonna kill like 40 people to save one person. Well, I mean that would technically work. The Great Cirrus once believed there was a statue that did sustain the blessing in the wind that graced her hallowed veil. Acceptable losses? No, we don't do acceptable losses here in Dreams. No. No acceptable losses are collateral. That's part of our credo, okay? And I believe it too. Thou must return there and lift the darkness that blighteth our protector. Captain Planet, he's a hero. He'll take pollution down to zero. Oh, that's all that I impart thus far. Will sit well with thee. Dost thou comprehend it clearly? Sure, I guess. One which only Sarah split me open? Oh, so you wanna... Alright, now. So you want us to take a Cirrus with us? Fidelia. Alright, now. As much collateral damage as possible. No! We're trying to reduce that. We're trying to reduce that, Foam. We're trying to reduce that, Foam. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Alright, now, listen well, Fidela. Thou art no foundling, thou art born here in this very house, thou art a Cirrus every bit as much as I. Oh, it's nice that, it's nice that the mom is, not mean to, their wingless daughter. Yeah, alright now. That's not like, alright now. Despite the children basically treating her a lot like, shit, who was that protagonist again? Callus? Yeah. Callus, and, Batten Kaidos, yeah. I don't want the person to be rescued to possibly sprain her ankle, so they need a good pile of humans. Nah, Foam, you could just let me do it. Foam, please just let me do it. I have wings, I can catch them. I have wings and I'm pretty fast, so I can catch them. Not to mention I have healing magic, so in case they do get injured, I can, heal them. Just leave it to me, okay? You can spread your wings. I mean, I'm a superhero. I'm used to dealing with dangerous stuff. I'm used to dealing with stuff that's more dangerous than a few sprains, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, okay? One time I had my wing literally cut off my body with an iron knife, and a villain ate it. Yeah, like actually ate it. Yeah. Don't worry, a top layer of people will be alive at least At least for at least a little while. Phone. Phone, at least I admit that you're trying. Phone, at least I admit that you're trying. Cool, I got the Sacred Stone. Man, remember that in Fire Emblem, you know, Sacred Stones? Like one of the Black Friday crushes in the old days, you know, everybody has that, everybody in the bottom set in, you don't need to worry about them. No. Alright, I will take Fidelia with us. I'll take fidelity with us. Fidelia. Actually, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. I guess it's like Fidelity or Fidelia. Alright now. But I want to save people from being crushed to death on Black Friday though. Yeah, you know I'm a superhero, right? But I do admit that, Phone, we were trying to save somebody, so, you know, A for effort, but, you know, very, very poor execution. We don't want to kill more people to save, you know, one person, okay? I feel like that's not a good idea, no. Yeah, just let me do it, okay? Acceptable losses. No. Oh, I got a strength seed, nice. Alright, come on, give me your seeds. Alright, now. Right, I'm gonna grind monsters, you know, grab your seed. 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 Come on, monsters, give me your seed. 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 You have to bring a few eggs to make an omelet. Oh, no. Yeah, you're definitely a villain. Yeah, you're definitely still a villain. Yeah, that's pretty much how living a night, you know, approaches, you know, problems. Alright, villains, prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves for purification. Alright, now, I'm gonna indiscriminately kill all these monsters, okay? That way I'll make up for the 40 lost lives. You know, if I mow down 100 monsters, I will... I am very evil. Although technically speaking, you know, sacrificing like 40-50 people, you know, to save one person from falling to death, you know, probably would be something that, you know, a villain in a comic book would probably do to try and, you know, while trying to redeem themselves. Well, you know, trying to redeem themselves. You know, it seems like something Carnage might do or something. I don't know. Well, there was that one comic where Carnage really did try to be a superhero, but unfortunately, you know, Carnage is kind of a psychopath, so they didn't really understand the whole heroing business, you know, that well. Oh well, it's fine. Alright now. I am better than it is better than what I would have done if I was a bad guy, good Carnage. I mean that is true, yeah. I mean that's not a lie. Alright now. Do. Alright now, can you open it? Alright now. Alright now. Alright now, we need it right now. Whoa, look at these armors. Look at these Scarlet Scorpions, yay. Whoa, Sir Marvin's level went up, nice. Nice, I like level ups. Then the best sort of level ups are, you know, ones that require zero effort on my part. Alright. I hear every door you open. Did you say my system's broken? Pathetic, you can't understand. Yeah, which is kind of... Alright, now. How do you enable her? At least he's trying. At least he's trying, yeah. I mean, to be fair, Eddie Brock, you know, put a lot of effort into, you know, becoming a good guy. Alright. I mean, with varying degrees of success. Dude, alright now. Alright, alright now. I mean, Foam, if you're trying to really turn your life around, alright now. Alright now. Now, Foam, are you a lot like, you know, are you a lot like shit, what's that skeleton's name again? Are you a bit like Mr. Ainz Al Ghul and, you know, don't... Are you a bit like, Mr. Ainz Al Ghul? And, you know, oh wow. Alright, now brush breeze, you know, circulates throughout the room. It's a role model. Oh no, the door is sealed shut. Are you Miss Fidelia? Can you open the door? Can you open the door for us? That flow with the blood of, you know, the war criminal. Alright, this door will only open, you know, if, you know, they have the blood of the war criminals. Whoa! It opened due to our blood of the war criminals. I mean the angles. I mean, to be fair, you know, I played a lot of RPGs. I expect a lot of, you know, angles to be war criminals. In fact, I expect a lot of guns to be war criminals. That's just, you know, basically their pattern, you know, in RPG land. I don't have blood, so I'd be useless even if I were a war criminal. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's quite what it means, Mr. Foam. I'm not quite sure that's quite what I have in mind, but you know, I do appreciate that. Whoa, button. Alright, now mutton, fresh mutton. Whoa, which ones of these do I press? Whoa, which ones do I press? It's shrouded in darkness. It's impossible to see it properly. Oh, whoa, whoops. Wow. I think I know what I have to do. Alright, I think I get what I have to do. Oh, whoa, whoops. I think I get what I have to do. I have to make the wind blow down here. There we go, the wind blow. Alright, there we go, wind. Think of all the problems you could solve with war crimes? Nah, I think war crimes will, you know, I think this will... Well, blow me down. It seems my sanctum has been infiltrated. What the heck is this? What the hell is that? The spirit statue is now free of the darkness which engulfed it, so it seems. Alright, now the thing This being so, you must retrieve the stone. My father will surely have need of it. Alright, you go retrieve the stone, and I'll go deal with, you know, whatever's over here. Wait, that'll get rid of the window. I know, what if that guy, you know, what if the guardian spirit here, you know, confuses her for, like, somebody who wants to, you know, hurt the sanctum? You know, that could be a possibility, yeah? Okay, no, well, okay. Well, alright now.
The winds have But the next bit isn't going to be so much of a breeze, I'm afraid. There's something...
Alright, so what do we have to do?
Blow me out of the water! Come on, let me take you...
Cumulus Vex? Cumulus Vex, uh-oh. Alright, so he's gonna challenge us to a fight? Alright, what even is he supposed to be? He's like, you know, in a cloud, and he looks like, he looks like a yellow bearded, he looks like a yellow slime if it were, you know, trying to mimic an old man. Or something, I guess. Alright now, let's toxify him! Oh, he didn't succeed in toxifying him. Alright, Caster Sugar, go! Alright now, let's go Harvest Moon. So I can raise our charm. Charm up. And now let's focus up. Alright, he's going Windsickles. Uh-oh, not Fizzle. Oh, that's not good. That's not good, I got hit with Silence. Alright, come on, toxify him. Alright now, I'm feeling all sorts of worked up. Alright now, let's go. Multi-Fist, go! Double Multi-Fist, go! Yeah, how do you like that? Oh, I can't use spells. Alright now. Right now, hustle, everybody let's hustle. Alright now, alright, let's try... Come on, Toxic Dagger. Toxify him. Now, I feel like, you know, solving problems with war crimes will definitely, cause more issues than it actually solves. Oh, we got a prayer ring. Nice. Upload all. How could I lose to you? I should have stormed that one. Did I go easy on you? I don't think I did. No, it's because you humans insist on liking each other and working as a team, is it? That's right. Looks like it's time I breeze on through. Goodbye, vile monster. Alright, looks like the wind is coming back. Hey, look, it's the Almighty. Hey, look, Kevin's coming down to greet us. They're probably coming here to commit more war crimes, you know, not to be honest. They're here to commit more war crimes, to be honest. Yeah, angel war crimes, ugh. And those four broke out in heaven. Yeah, you know, pretty standard stuff, really. Pretty standard stuff, really. Whoa, angel work. Alright, now. I mean, that's just to be expected, really. And those four broke out in heaven. Yeah, and then thus, you know, Shin Megami Tensei, you know, happened. Yeah. Another one heaven rejected. Then again, you know, I am an enemy of, you know, the Ascended, so. I mean, I am an enemy of the Ascended, and, you know, Inabani did technically become a Dark Lord, so. You know, technically speaking, that does make me an enemy into the eyes of some Celestials. But, you know, those Celestials are evil, and they're also jerks. So, I don't really care what they think. So I don't really care what they think. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta remember, Arachne, the original Dark Lord, she was originally... Yeah, you gotta remember, Arachne, the original, you know, Dark Lord. Yeah, Arachne, the original Dark Lord, they were, you know, they were basically a human that was basically cursed because of, you know, divine arrogance, really. Yeah, of course, they were framed for blasphemy and, you know, arrogance themselves. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you know the story. You know the story of what happened. Wow, man. Uh-oh. Right now, and anyway. I become so numb, so much more aware. Alright now. We need a nice, cool, refreshing breeze, blow away all the scary darkness. Yeah, after all, you know, I in the body am okay in darkness. However, I don't think this darkness is like normal darkness like night. This seems like, not, you know, night darkness, yeah. This seems like, you know, something that's darker than dark. Darker, yet darker. Alright, villains. Alright, now. Come on, oh no. Come on, give me your seed. Yeah, we're just hitting up, yeah, I am Magical Girl hitting up villains for seed. The last attempt with someone awry. It seems a shame to, you know, waste such a merry caper. We must attempt it again. Attempt what again? I plan to desert fight Bella atop a cliff, of course, Blackhead. Hey, don't you dare bully her! Don't you dare bully her! Alright, now we're in love with her, pathetic. Oh no, Days, leave her alone. I will torment her no longer. Yeah, leave your little flightless child alone. After all, if something untoward were to happen again, I could not bear it. Oh, it seems like one of them's kind of in love with her. Alright, this is going in my, alright now. Remember, the best war crimes are, the celestial war crimes. Cool, I got a mini medal, nice. Remember, the best war crimes are, the ones, committed by Celestials. They got a whole bunch of, they get praise and worship for, committing a whole bunch of war crimes. That's how the Mafia works. Alright. I'm sorry. These people here are upstanding and, cool. Yeah, that's right. We defeated the demon of Cool Breeze. We defeated that one guy in those Sketcher commercials. Yeah, we defeated Dr. Stankfoot. Wait, wasn't there a cartoon, based on those ads? Whoa, man. There's like a whole ass cartoon, based on those ads. Yeah, I think it didn't last very long, though. It might be, Lost Media, sort of like Iggy. Alright, you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about with Iggy. Basically, he was like this really weird, super unpopular, Olympics mascot that, people make that, that was made back in the 90s. Yeah, basically it was like super weird and kind of out there, and people were like, what the fuck is it? Which, yeah. And, basically there was this lost media for a long time, of their journey to, get the Olympic rings. Yeah, somebody did eventually find the media, though. Yeah, but, it was like, aired once and then never again, after that. And I remember actually watching it a long, long time ago before, I found out it was lost media. Yeah, thankfully somebody did manage to find it eventually. So it's no longer lost media as of now, but, yeah. The reason I, discovered it was lost media was because I was trying to because I thought, it was a good idea to, try and attempt to, do an idea based on, sports itself, yeah. Yeah, I'm not really super heavily into sports, but, Oh, she can use the wind to fly! Yeah, she has the ability to use the wind to fly. Being able to fly with the wind and, without wings, that's probably, the superior way to fly. Although, it is a superior way to fly, but I'm pretty sure, depending on how it works, it's much more strain. Although, technically speaking, you know, I could probably do that too, you know, if I use sylphs and if I use, you know, the sylph spirits. Yeah, you see the sylph spirits, you know, in the lore, they're basically, fragments of, you know, the original elemental lord sylph, yeah. Yeah, so they technically are sylph, but they aren't sylph, yeah. I only wish to live as our heavenly protector intended, thou was so well to, this is what thou always told me, grandmother? But, no, correct, of course. May I suggest another use for the stone? By all means, what dost thou have in mind? I then present it for our most gas in order to, in return for avenging the fall of the Sadist? Cirrus. Yeah, Cirrus is a type of cloud, isn't it? Wait, which cloud? Which cloud was that again? Wait, isn't that like a snow cloud or something? At least I think it's a snow cloud. Actually, I could be wrong. I don't really remember my clouds too well. I remember a couple of them. I remember a couple of them. I remember a couple of them, but not, you know, super well. So please bear with me. It's been a long time since I, you know, learned about clouds. Yeah, weren't the Cirrus like those wispy? I think they were like the wispy, you know, they're like the wispy ones that are like, you know, lines in the sky. You know, not jet streams. No. I'm not talking about those. You know, I know somebody's gonna probably say you're talking about jet streams. Those are from Plane 3. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? That's not what I mean, okay? I'm talking about like the white ones that are like, you know, super wispy and all that. Yeah, you know. you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about, do you? I mean, that's okay. Then again, I'm kind of talking to myself here because there's nobody around, and that's wonderful, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Inabin and his crew are kind of busy, you know, doing stuff. Oh well. You know, I was thinking about doing stuff yesterday, but I was kind of feeling out of it. Yeah, that's just kind of the choice and wonders of, you know, having schizophrenia. And it's very, you know, it's a very wonderful and amazing disease that, you know, very wonderful and amazing mental disorder that I do not wish upon anyone whatsoever. Because it's absolutely miserable to live with. You know, not even gonna lie in a little bit. Not even gonna lie. Yeah, before anybody says anything, I actually do live with it. I'm not making a joke or anything. Yeah, it's absolutely horrible. And I really don't. I should really, it hurts, you know? I'm really sorry about that. Anyway, let's not focus on that right now. Oh, do we have almost all the islands done? Wait, we didn't receive any... Wait, we didn't receive any, you know, fragments. Although, you know... Damn, how come I can't get over here? How come I can't get in the... Why can I now get in that cave there? Why can I now get in that cave over there? Why no can I get in that cave there? Alright now. So, where do we go from here? Alright, so alright now. Yeah, we should see if we got, you know, one of those. Automaton stronghold. Now there's no automatons over there anymore. Full of piety. Oh yeah, we have not been over there. Oh yeah, oh yeah, isn't this a place for Sir Mervyn to go to? Alright, let's see if we can get in here real quick. Oh yeah, I should also turn into mini metal, shouldn't I? Sealed with some sort of mysterious power. It's also known as the plot doesn't want you to go over here, so you know. This is turning halfway to the light, but once illuminated these lands as once as distinguished, and still I wait. I have faith that it is not in vain. Nay, one day my duty shall be fulfilled. Oh yeah, alright now. Yeah, alright now. Though, you know, the Stone of Winds. Mark of the Almighty, hold the stone aloft and beckon the time of reawakening. The door is open to thee, so you may now proceed. Oh, so that's what it was sealed by. What the heck is this? Alright, alright now, we got trapped in a giant man-eating, you know, lotus flower. Whoa, are we underwater? Uh-oh, there's monsters under here. Whoa, we got special medicine. Alright now. Hey, special medicine, that's what I call my... Alright now. That's what I call my schizomeds. Alright now, I'm just kidding. Alright now. Alright now, alright villains. Oh wow, an octopus. Ooh, a seed of deafness. Boy, I feel more deaf than daring already. Alright villain, prepare yourself. That's right, you weird-looking octopuses. Octopi. Octopus. Octopus. Octobus. Octillery. Octopussy. Octopi. Whoa, where the heck are we? Chris, where the hell are we? Where the hell are we going? Alright, going back underwater. Alright, going back underwater. Oh no, are those frogs? Are these frogs or are these frog? Frog. Whoa, merman! Frog and merman. Merman and frog. And slime. Yeesh. Fishy, fishy fish. You're in the straight and narrow, well, most people are right now. Alright now, frog. Frog. Alright, can we open this chest? Ooh, a diamond. Diamond. Watermelon. Ooh. Rug. Ruggy. Rug. Ruggy. Frog. 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 Rug. Rug. Merman. Merman. Rug. A suit of dragon mail. Dragon mail. Dragon, unleash a dragon, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon, unleash a dragon, Dragon Ball Z. Alright now. Yeah, it's appropriate that I'm talking about Dragon Ball Z while playing, you know, freaking Dragon Quest. I mean, why would I not? Alright, so, alright now. Look here, look, listen. Whoa, look at, what is this sparkly object? Ooh, shiny object. Shiny. Alright, shiny like a, thing that is shiny, yeah. Whoa, there's a path here that goes nowhere. Use the secret stone, you know, called up the fire emblem. I sure hope the Almighty is, you know, a nice guy and not at all a war criminal. Whoa, it summoned a platform from down from the sky. Uh-oh, we're going... Alright now. Alright, I'm just gonna go over there. Alright now. Heading on the platform. Whoa, alright now. Divine Shrine. Wow, that is very fantastic. Well, the Almighty cannot be true. A sacred stone has been brought from the surface. And then I can only hope it's not too late. In any case, our heavenly protector must have guided you here. For a reason, I bid you welcome to our shrine. Why is it normal? Why is there... Alright, that's a totally normal human guard, sort of like, you know, you know, Yenny's, totally normal, reindeer. Okay? You know, it's 100%, definitely 100%, you know, totally normal. You know, definitely nothing weird going on. Nothing weird at all. Nothing, you know, nothing super weird. Wow, there's a church up here too. All right, now let's pray. Let's pray to, you know, let's pray to Mr. Wait, who were we pray? Who do you guys pray to? We pray to Cthulhu. Wait, what? You guys are Cthulhu cultists? What a coincidence! So am I. Praise Cthulhu. That explains why you had to go underwater. That's exactly the reason. Wow, man. What the heck? Why is there... Oh, we don't have all the tablets for that. No, we don't have all the turquoise tablets. Alright, we don't have all the turquoise tablets. Right, that must mean the turquoise tablets are hidden somewhere. Right, that must mean the turquoise tablets are somewhere. And I haven't gotten them. Alright, the turquoise tablets. Right now, I don't know where they all are. Alright, so where could the turquoise tablets be? Fine stone fragments. Oh, I don't know where they all are. Oh, that's fine. Oh, looks like I need to find those turquoise tablets, but I have absolutely no idea where they are. Alright, let's head this way. Alright, glad I don't have to deal with monsters in the sea anymore. Whoa, I got a pretty Betsy, nice. Well, that's going straight into Ash. That's going straight into Ash. Yeah, straight into my girl Ash. Ash. Whatever her name is. I'm not. Alright now. Ash. Ashy. Ash. Ash. Aish. Ish. Ash. Aish. Ash Ketchum, yeah. Ash Ketchum. Ash Ketchum, yay. Ash Ketchum. I mean, she certainly, you know, catches all the looks. Alright, what's inside here? Alright, am I allowed to access this place? But there was always a tower here? Are we sure? Are we sure there was always a tower here? Something tells me that that's not, you know, exactly true. Oh no, we're gonna... Alright now. Tower of the people. People. People, bibble, bibble. Bibble. Libble. Libble. Libble, 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 libble. People. Alright, let's go see what's all around here. Oh, what if... I don't know if I... Alright, now. Let's jump right on down. Alright, come on, give me... Oh, yeah, Seed of Sorcery. Groovy. Groovy. Rovy. Groove. Alright, Emperor's New Grove. Whoa, why is there a pig? Why is there a pig? Why is there a pig? Why is there... Aw, did we just, you know, pet the pig? Alright, pig. These chests are locked, are locked up tight. You know, a bit like something else that's locked up tight. Wait, what can I think of that's, you know, super locked up tight? You know, it's sort of like the lockpicking lawyer's house, yeah. Because he understands how to you know, actually defend his property. Yeah, you guys ever see the lockpicking lawyer? Yeah. You guys ever see the lockpicking lawyer? It is pretty hilarious, yeah. Best locksmith, yeah. Although that kind of reminds me of, you guys ever see the enemy Handyman Sato? Back before he got isekai, he used to you know, work for ungrateful customers who, like, you know, yeah, he basically thought that you know, because, you know, he, you know, because, you know, one of his customers, like, was, yeah, back when before he got isekai, you know, okay. They kind of thought, you know, because he, you know, did the locksmithing job, you know, too easily. You know, and, you know, they thought, yeah, they kind of, you know, didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to pay him. Yeah, I'm sure if Foam is still here, he can kind of understand, you know, people not wanting to pay for, you know, labor. As I'm sure, you know, lots of people can. Yeah, it was like a Karen that did it too, yeah. Ugh, Karens. Ugh, gross. Gross creatures, yeah. Gross, disgusting creatures, really. Whoa, man. Alright, now I'm just gonna smashy these potty. She's a leader of the Sadist, and don't you forget it. There's no question of you being allowed in, so don't even ask. Please. No one's seen hide her hair for a mirror in a long time. No, maybe she's old or something. That's nothing serious. Are they hiding the truth? Wait, I noticed that, you know, the people here don't have wings. Are the Sarahs still around? Fantastic flying tribal old. Stop, you can't fly anymore. You guys can't fly anymore? No, the Angles lost their wing. The Angles lost their little wings. No, the Angles lost their wings. No. No, the Angles lost their... The Angles lost their wings. No. That's not good. That's really not good. Alright now. Pay respects to Fidelia. She's what we call the statue of the Great Spirit we have here. Wait, whoa. Why are you guys worshipping Fidelia? Wait, these people are worshipping Fidelia? Fidelia, you got some, explaining to do? You got a little bit of, explaining to do? Miss Fidelia, you weren't supposed to, become the guardian deity of this world, Pretty sure that's not... Wait, what? Wait, oh, wow. Special the pop. Smash the barrels. Whoa, there's like drugs inside these barrels, yeah. I need to break all the barrels so I can, get myself some drugs. I mean, whoa, and a chili ring. Whoa, a seed of resilience. Alright, now. I love, performance stat boosters. Yeah, stat boosters. Yeah, definitely not performance enhancers, definitely not. What do you mean they're performance enhancers? They're like, they're just, a little bit, stat boosters, yeah. Yeah, that, like, enhance your performance.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, you just need to, you just need to, enhance your performance a little bit, yeah. Yeah, you guys see, alright now. Alright now, Alright, just wandering around. Whoa, is that Fidelia? That Fidelia's, statue? Yeah, we should probably go over there. Yeah, we should go over there and see what that's about. Oh, there's a fragment here. A blue fragment. Yeah, can you let me through? Sure, you can open it for me.
No.
Oh, so they really did lose their wings. Oh no, poor Angles, they became mortals. Poor Angles, they became mortal. How unfortunate. Poor Angles became mortal. Angles became mortal, and that's sad. Womp. That's like super duper sad, yeah. The store is shut fast. Ah, so there's something behind there. I might as well investigate over here. Might as well investigate over here.
Oh.
Back when the stairs first the label flag, great evil one. Hello has failed, driving its inhabitants to the brink of despair. Fortunately, a savior was sent to us, a young girl who, along with her 5 heroic friends, wrestled the veil from the clutches of darkness. Her name was Fidelia, and it was decided a statue would be given her name, and her deeds would never be forgotten. Unless nothing is known of her 5 companions, the story is very old. We cannot possibly fathom how much of it is true, but there is one of which I am very fond. Forgive me. Something about you made me recall my old tale. May Fidelia always watch over you. Ah, interesting. Alright. Looks like there's gonna be events that happen here later. As for the turquoise fragments, I'll have to look for those a little later. I'll have to look for those later. I'm not sure where they all are. I wonder if I missed any of them. Right, I'm almost done with all of them. I haven't found all these fragments either. Wait, is there more to the game? Surely not, right? Oh, excuse me. Alright, let's see where we are. Oh, and immediately behind us are enemies. Whoa, is that... Alright now. I'm sure we can take a few of these guys down. Oh wow, a lot of experience. No, I can't carry whatever that is. Oh, is that a dragon? Alright, might as well fight the dragon. Oh no, the scale bottles draw near. Alright now. Oh no, they blocked. Alright, might as well go kabloomy. Alright, now take that. Kick to the face. Alright, now. Alright, now, Harvest Moon. There we go. Increase our charm. Vicious Green Dragon. Alright, let's try Magma Blast. Oh, wow. That's a lot of... I got a couple turns in. That's okay, though. Let's Toxify him. I can't be Toxified. I might as well unleash the Hand of God. Yeah, let's unleash the Hand of God. The scale models have been defeated. Alright, Green Dragonheart and Iron Helmet. Alright, that wasn't so hard. Oh, what the heck are you? Oh, we got a Pretty Betsy, nice. Well, all Pretty Betsies go one place and one place only. Into Aisha's mouth. Or whatever you do with, Pretty Betsies in this game. Well, considering they're consumed on use, I'm pretty sure she, just eats them. Pretty sure she just, eats them. By the way, do we know if there's any enemies that drop, Pretty Betsies? I don't know if I've seen them yet, or... Oh yeah, level up. Oh, your brownies. Alright, let me check my Monsteropedia. Still quite a bit of monsters in the game, too. Still not... Alright, now Precisioner. Alright, Axe, Scrapper Heart, Noble Garb, Armor, Prayer Ring, oh, these guys drop pretty good shield leaves. I should have probably grinded these guys later. Conquistador. Alright, ooh. Alright now. Mercury's Bandana, Bronze Knife. Oh, these guys drop Seeds of Magic. Alright. Alright, so let's go to, I guess, the nearest town. I guess I'll check out the nearest town. That sounds about as good a plan as any. This place, right? Alright, we're in here at night. Alright, now I'm pretty sure this guard's gonna stop us. They call it the floating city. I suppose it's obvious enough why. You're free to enter, but I must warn you, this place is cursed. What's more, it's a full noon tonight. I don't think you should stay. Might be on your way as soon as possible if I were you. I know, are there werewolves? Are there werewolves? Is that why we have to avoid it on the full moon? Is that why we have to avoid being here in the full moon? Because there's werewolves and they're scary. And they're, and they're, Is it because there's werewolves? Actually, I'm not even sure if it is werewolves. Oh, I see something over there. Alright, I see a fragment over there. I want that. I want that fragment. I want the fragment. Alright, how do I get that? How do I get that fragment? Right now, how do I get it? Right now, where's it again? Gotta be around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I probably have to enter to this house. Oh, I have to wait till later, don't I? The door's locked tight. Why are the doors locked tight? This is definitely very suspicious. Alright, doors are locked tight. You know, in RPG land, that's usually not... Alright, now. That's very suspicious. Oh, what's going on?
What was that?
Alright, somebody look... Alright, it sounds like somebody's, in trouble. Is that a monster?
My baby! My dear baby!
Are the people here turning into monsters?
Alma! Please, dear, you have to listen to me. I'm sorry, but the child doesn't...
I know. Of course
Ugh.
Why?
So the people are being turned into monsters. So, what's going on in this place exactly?
It seems... You're... At ease, dear. It's quite clear what happened. Not many have the daring...
Cross the dark sea to our humble kingdom.
Dark sea. I would very much like to pick your brains. And do not despair, I beseech you. You must...
Alright, we have to free them from, being... We have to... Alright, now. I don't like it. People are turning into monsters. That's probably why the... Okay, so that explains why everything's locked up tight. Alright, I can't go too far. Alright, now. Oh wait, can I go over here? Alright, what's over here? Alright, maybe something's supposed to happen here later? Alright, I see a set of stairs. I'll go down it real quick. I see a couple of pickable barrels down here. Alright, now I might... Alright, now. Impenetrable darkness, there's no question. There's no question of anyone going there to fetch it after all. If it's not just the darkness that's a problem, they say it's crawling with monsters as well. Uh-oh. Alright, so we have to go to a lighthouse, it seems. Oh no, I just hope it's not a giant enemy crab like an Order of Ecclesia. Ugh. I did... Alright. King Buckingham? Oh, Buckingham Palace! Alright, I like the names of Dragon Quest. Oh, Anamani and the others introduce themselves.
You know, I have a feeling this chance.
Every child born here in Buckingham has been cursed. On the night of the first full moon, they take the form of a terrifying monster before disappearing into the darkness. Can you imagine anything more horrific? We know who's behind it, of course, the same being who sailed away to island after island. As he sought to rule the world, the Demon King. We did our garments to fight back, you know. We even joined forces with the ferocious crew of a ship named the Sea Dragon. Sea Dragon was locked in an ocean of ice, and our kingdom was plunged in unending darkness. Without our pirate friends, we have no warriors capable of fighting the evil we face. I start to fear that Buckingham's days are numbered. Alright, now. And you arrive. Clearly, you're no ordinary band of travelers. You made it to our accursed shores, after all. Are you the boss here? Do you know just Cthulhu? Oh no, we're gonna have to fight Cthulhu again. Alright, you think? Alright, now. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I can't believe we had to defeat Cool Breeze and now we have to fight Cthulhu. No, we have literal children with us, you know. We should probably, oh wait, up here. Right now, just let me check around the palace. Alright, now. Alright, there's gotta be something up here. A great browser here, but it's not lit. Alright, now, this kind of reminds... Alright, now. A lighthouse, huh? Alright, now, crawling with monsters. Crawling in my skin, these wounds they will not heal. Fear is how I fall, confusing what is real, crawling. Alright, captain's coat. Oh, a pirate hat. Alright, I can dress up as Captain Jack Sparrow in my bedroom. You know, that's just, that's just what you do when you, that's just what you do when you roleplay. I mean, that's just what you do in the privacy of your own home. You know, roleplay. Why don't we wait out on the balcony? I mean, do we want to do that? You know, what if we're, secretly being tricked? Alright, hi there. Alright, now. I was once a Buckingham's official minstrel. I lived in the palace and accompanied his majesty on important state visits. Oh no. Are we flashing back? Captain Shark Eye, I like that. That's a cool name.
What's the matter with ye, Tar? You're... Aye, well...
My old dog is the last time.
I was continue making ready to sail, Tar.
Oh wow.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Alright, why couldn't this guy be a party member?
Welcome aboard, landlubber. Take nothing.
You know very well why we are here. Now, will I be returning to the king with the good news?
Ha ha! You needn't have bothered coming all this. Weigh anchor, lads. We're... Aye, aye, Cap... Didn't ye hear me, your importantness? We sail for Buckingham. Now...
Nice to see pirates getting along, well with the king.
Can it be 2 years since Captain Sharkeye agreed to head the royal fleet? What he and his crew have achieved is, alas, no matter how many monsters the crew of the Sea Dragon defeat, they seem to come.
Yes. I rather... And rumor has it that the reckless devil intends to deliberately draw the master of all
But your majesty, that is unspeakably dangerous. Captain Shark, especially not now. Why, it was only last night that Lady Anais...
Anais, so that must be his wife.
I share your concerns.
That means he lost his child.
Ye know. And you understand the situation as well as I do. If not is done, there's no altering my course now. 'Tis set, and that's the end.
It seems we cannot.
And the pirates all died, you know, on this doomed mission.
Ah, you silver-tongued devil, you. Now listen. We're having ourselves a little shindig on the Sea Dragon this evening to celebrate...
And that's how all the children got cursed.
I must say. Now listen, Shark Eye. If I cannot, Anais must.
Oh no, does that mean the king's daughter, you know, got cursed?
'Tis only now, after many... I do believe the Almighty may be steering your act. I'll do as ye ask. Take care.
It would appear that the rain has put an end to activities.
Please, give me a moment.
People say that you were once the queen and...
We know a foreign land, huh?
to believe them. But why would you forget?
Oh, I sensed in him a...
Listen in my higher purpose beyond material wealth or mere glory, he only wishes to make the oceans a safer place for everyone.
wishes only, perhaps, you and your fellow retainer.
Anais!
The king awaits you, Lady Anais.
This accursed rain will chill ye to the bone. Get over here. See if I can't offer.
My darling,
Oh.
let us not say goodbye. Let us make
Okay,
a
so
vow.
that's the relationship. Okay, okay.
Of course we will. After all, 'twas the ocean that brought us together.
And what happened after that? No, that's sad. That makes me sad. No. Alright, do. No. Is she alright? Okay, is that you? Yeah, Lady Anais, please, you must not try to get up.
My.
Alright, we'll sure tell you that, but you know, first you should rest up. Alright, something must be wrong with her. Lady Anais has not yet recovered from her illness. Sometimes she runs a high fever and suffers the most terrible nightmares. No. She's not gonna be turned into a monster, is she? Alright, now might as well turn in for tonight.
I say.
Yes, they were to my liking. Alright, Shark Eye sounds hilarious. Hopefully he's alive and, you know, not dead. And our predicament came about as a result of my lighthouse known as the Beacon falling into the darkness. Alright, now. Perhaps why all the children turned into monsters were observed scuttling towards it. Alright, maybe if we can save them, we can put it out. A black flame, I know what that is. That reminds me of, you know, Emberdale. You guys remember that arc. Dwarves are in the kingdom of Buckingham. Their cave lies east of the palace. The cave receives almost no sunlight, so the dark dwarves illuminate their home in substance known as glow moss, which grows here in the abundance. It is the feet of children who have been transformed into My idea is to cover defeated children by transforming the monster with glow moss. Doing so will enable us to follow them through the darkness. Okay, so you want to get glow moss, okay? Alright, we'll try to do that, yeah. Alright, I guess we'll try that. Hey, wait, I didn't want to repeat that. Why did you default to that? No. No, why did you default on yes? No. That's like the Alan Legend of Zelda. What are you doing? What are you doing? Please don't do something like that, yeah. Alright, go to the dwarves and get the glow moss, okay? Alright, we'll be sure to do that. Alright, let's go do that. Alright, now can we go inside the shops and houses? Oh, it appears we can. Alright, now. Alright, now. Alright, now. Might as well, you know, go around and, borrow a few things without asking, I mean. Yeah, I might as well go around and, borrow a few things without asking. You know, which definitely means I am not stealing. Definitely not stealing, by the way. Alright, now I will... Alright, now. Well, why is there a bookcase in the way? Can't we move that? Alright now. Come on, just move the bookcase aside. You can do that. No. No, we can't move the bookcase aside to get that thing. Alright, I guess they don't want you to sequence break or something. Ugh. I guess they don't want you to sequence break or something, I guess. Oh, he's drinking. Oh no, he's drinking. He's doing a little bit of, you know, he's doing a swig. Oh, this place is not even open. Alright, guessing some, alright now. Say, what's down here? But there's not even anything in the pots. Right now, maybe I'm acting a little bit like a, you know, psychotic, you know, RPG hero. Hey, mister, can you... Alright, now. Alright, now, can we buy some weapons? Icicle dirk, platinum sword. Oh, is that a whip? Platinum lance. Alright, now, excuse me. No. Whoa, no. Sorry about that. I think you should probably equip the staff. And you should have a fan. Yeah, you should have a fan. You should have a fan to increase your charm. There doesn't seem to be many fans in the game, though. I wish there were a little bit more. I wish there were a little bit more fans. I wish we found a little bit more fans. Alright, I did not go in here. Wait, I did. I must not have gone through the back entrance. Alright, now let's go. Alright, come. Alright, now. Alright, nice. And armor. Alright, now. Caves to. Alright, now I'll just take you down. Oh, nice. Sir Marvin's level went up. Nice. Alright, now. Just beating up monsters. Oh, Moonward Bulb. Alright, guess I'll beat up all these monsters. You know, kill that monster, please. Oh, this must be the dwarves' cave. Heavy metal hole. Of course, dwarves would be, into heavy metal. Human teak. Alright, they're running away. Alright, they must not like humans too much. To be fair, I can't say I blame them. Alright, they're probably not wanting me to go over there. Alright, should we just waltz into their homes? You know, that seems kind of rude. Wayne B? Wayne Bay? Oh no, but we're not the ones that killed her. Well, there's another fragment over there, buddy.
Hey, up.
Alright, now. Yeah, we don't want to deal with humans. Also, they're kind of breaking our pots and, stealing our stuff. Probably we're justified. I should have known all the racket, but there was humans around. I suppose you have a good reason to coming here to disturb us? Yes. King Buckingham gonna get something from him because he thinks I can't stand him? I don't know where that bumbling old fool got the idea from. I don't find him any more irritating than your average human, really. I can hardly blame him for what happened to my bae. I miss her, of course. I miss her terribly. I left her an awful lot. We all did. She seemed to brighten up the room. There wasn't a dwarf among us who wouldn't have jumped off a bridge for her. I don't hate Buckingham for not having the wherewithal to keep her safe, but I'm not inclined to be friends with him either. Or any other human, for that matter. What does he want from me, anyway? Alright, now. So, I heard that shark guy had some cropper, but I didn't realize things had got this bad. Well, if Skull Monster offer, you'll find a super deep inside the cave. You'll have trouble getting a hold of it right now, though. The boss of local monsters is taking a shine to the stuff you see. He's been munching away on it down there for a while now. You probably won't take too kindly to being interrupted, but if you don't mind getting your hand bitten off, be my guest. You'll find a glow mouse growing in the wall near the water's edge down there. Alright, so if I take care of the monster, you'll give me I'll get the glow mouse, right? Well, I might as well try.
Hey, up.
Alright now. Don't worry, I'll be able to deal with the monster problem. Or at least I'll try, and I'll deal with it. Wait, am I being too arrogant? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can handle whatever it is. We're pretty strong. Ooh, is that... Alright, we got new monsters around here. Right now... Oh, what is this? It looks like a regular convention down here. Alright, now take care of all the monsters. Then we got some seed. Macho. It's a way of life. Oh, diamond. Oh, diamond in the rough. Hey, you better not be down there stealing our diamonds. Wait, what do you mean? We found it in like a treasure chest, clearly... Who put it in who puts in all these items in treasure chests anyway? Oh, there's a lot of skeletons down here. There's no response, it's just a skeleton. Alright, come back here. Come back here. Don't run. Don't you run. Why you running? Why you running? Give me your stuff. Yanni, Annabelle, you're just in time. I know, you went through sucking up all that stuff. Let's struck a left finding this place. I was starting to worry we were running out of the new tasty treats. Bunnies to dragons. We've recovered and we're ready to witness commit Sky Fairy war crimes. Well, you missed the Sky Fairy war crimes. Who the heck are you? Uh-oh, we're up against some, we're up against fish people and frogs. I know. We're up against frogs and fish people. Frog people, fight like frog and slave all people. Alright now. Alright now. Frog people. Alright now, alright, whoa, I better not do magic first. Kablooey! Kaboom! Massive explosions! Oh yeah, we love our... Alright now, Harvest Moon! Yeah, kick him in the face and Razor Charm. Negative Bunny detected. Hi, Bunny. Alright now, let's focus up. Yeah, that's right. Oh no, he's casting his aim. He's getting back his party members. Alright, we need to toxify this guy. Get toxified. Alright, let's go. Multi-fist. Nuclear KFC detected. Yeah, Yennies, you know nuclear KFC? Oh yeah, give him Toxic Curry. Oh yeah. Nosferatu, get wrecked. Get wrecked, Nosferatu. Don't you think the second don't think for a second that being me means the things I was just an appetizer. You won't be making such light work of the main course. That's for certain. Get wrecked, Nosferatu. Now, nuclear KFY, get the terms right? KFC and KFY, they're basically the same thing. Cool, I got the glow moss. Nice, I got the glow moss. Alright now, I got the glow in the dark moss. Alright now, slurp. I am Nosferatu and like to slurp up, tasty moss. Slurpy, slurp. Alright, imagine licking moss. No KFC is made with chickens, KFI is made with yennies, there are 9,001 different yennies. I mean, yennies, chickens are basically the same thing. I mean, they're both birds, right? Any bird that can be cooked is KFC in my book. That makes you KFC. Yeah, by the way, eat the yenny into the deep fat fryer and eat the bunny into the crock pot. Eat them both. Eat them. That's right, eat them all. Yeah. Reese's Puffs. Eat them up. Reese's Puffs. Eat them up. Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up. China. No, don't you dare cook me. Don't you dare cook the bat. Selfie, please. Selfie. Thank you for raiding. Well, we have 2 raids today, man. That's, a lot. Thank you. Yeah, we're playing Dragon Quest. We're playing Dragon Quest 7, by the way. Alright, now, we just, beat Nosferatu and stop them from, eating up all the delicious moss. Which kind of reminds me of, you guys ever seen... Alright, now. Hi there. You guys ever see The Simpsons? Yeah. Oh, we ran into a monster. Oh, no. I know alright, now. I know some slimes. Some sea slimes. They sell sea slime down by the seashore. Slime. I know. It's slime time. Yeah, you got a suit of iron. Alright now. Skip it. Alright now. I guess if you want KFC, find unis to make it to make it their job to make KFC and revive safely. Please don't do anything rash. I'm surely there must be a way of returning. Hi, we're back. We got the glow moss. So this is an interdimensional alien VTuber. Oh, you play Digimon. Alright, now. Alright, now I am fucking her. Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. You were playing Time Strangers. Ooh, you're playing Time Strangers. Ooh, I gotta get to the DLC of that. I gotta get no. Alright, quickly, glow moss. Alright, put the glow moss on him. Rubs the glow moss all over the monster's feet. Yeah, which we somehow are able to do. Alright, now it's running off. Seriously, aren't Fays weak to poison? You're trying to cook me and you'll give you radiation poisoning? I mean, I speak the Olympus 12 Gauntlet and holy fuck. No. Oh man. Yeah, the Olympus 12 are pretty tough, you know, in that tournament, aren't they? You mean I chase a creature back to its lair unarmed? What will you do when you have it there, huh? None of you are fighters, certainly not a fighter skilled enough to take on monsters on our home turf or friends here, on the other hand. Much ashamedly to say, I believe we need to ask their assistance once again. No, alright, no. It was even a tournament, it was just 12 of them back to back. Oh, I remember. In one battle? Oh, man. Wait, 12 of them back to back in one battle? Oh, no, that kind of reminds me of, you know, taking out all those Royal Knights. You know, I just barely survived, you know, taking out all those Royal Knights. Yeah, and that was that. Yeah, and the reason I won is basically because I had pre-nerf, you know, Mastamon. Yeah, they also nerfed Mastamon in an update. You know, because they made her stats way too crazy. Whoa, in one battle, I gotta get to that. That sounds awesome. Alright, now extinguish the Black Flame that, you know, is probably from Emberdale. Oh yeah, that Black Flame from Emberdale. I remember that one. Alright, maybe we need some. Alright, now. In one battle, word of advice. Prepare for like 10 horrors. 10 horrors of a trip. Legend is that the prison dew is scattered in a place called the Rainbow Cove.
Prism. It shouldn't be too hard to get hold of some.
Prism dew in Rainbow Cove.
Apparently it's
Wait, we already got the Prism dew. Wait, don't we already have Prism dew? Alright, now, I remember we need that, you know, holy water that, you know, our drunken uncle, you know, does. Yeah, we already have the Prism dew. Yeah, I made sure to, you know, get that for some reason, you know, because I was lost and, you know, thought I had to go to, you know, Rainbow Cove, and then, you know, I picked up some Prism dew by mistake, and, you know, turns out I needed it for this mission. Nice. Alright, good thing I went back to get that. Also, Halo's effort, yeah. Ooh, I should get to the Time Strangers DLC, yeah. Okay, for real now, I need to rest. Alright, after that. Alright, now, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, any one lore fact? You know, I'm actually working on a couple of new villains. I'm gonna make like this one dude who's like, alright now. Crossover lore fact? Oh no, crossover lore. Do I tell everybody about the toxic Yuri? Alright, or do I tell people about how some sort of wily fox, you know, decided to team up with them in the night? Yeah. Alright now. Oh wait. Maybe I should tell them about the time that me. Oh yeah. By the way, you guys are all super duper cute, by the way. Alright now. Whichever one sounds more fun to you. Oh, Yenny. Yeah, Yenny has been helping me out with, you know, dream spaces and all that. We even learned from Yenny's dream space that, you know, they have a bit of a thing for, you know, toxic Yuri. The real toxic stuff. Yeah, oh no, it's a frightener. One of them is like enemies to lovers. One of them is like enemies to lovers, yeah. At least that one was, you know, slightly less toxic than, you know, the one that involved tentacles. Yeah, we don't talk about the squid people anymore. Yeah, there's a reason we don't talk about the squid people anymore after the experience we had. Yeah, Yenny teased me for quite a while after that. Whoa, alright now. Alright now. I kind of feel bad because I think pretty sure, you know, some of these monsters were, you know, from her children. Oh no. That technically means I'm slaying people, you know, every time I kill monsters. Oh no, that doesn't sound good. Well, I gotta get Crystal Leaf. Anyway, I am working on a couple new villains. I'm working on Galatea, as well as, you know, making a villain that's kind of, you know, that's kind of a dream space, you know, hypnotherapist that, you know, goes all wrong. Yeah. You know, because they're like, you know, because they're, you know, they, you know, popped in from the 1980s and they're like, you know, full of toxic positivity and, you know, got that unicorn thing. You guys ever see Bleach? You know, like the original Bleach? Well, basically there was this one, you know, basically in like the original Bleach. I'm gonna get into the lore of what happened when Lemon Knight found dungeons in Dogos and what happened when she tried to invade it. Yo! Yeah, that was pretty funny, yeah. Yeah, Lemon Knight experiencing positive emotions is not something she does often. Yeah, that is because Lemon Knight, you know, her true art is based on fear. Yeah, she's a bit like a scarecrow had like actual superpowers instead of, you know, relying on chemicals, yeah. You know, a bit like Pennywise or, you know, Freddy Krueger a little bit, yeah. Alright, you guys obviously you guys have seen it. You guys have seen it as well as Friday the 13th, wait, not Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, right? Although technically speaking, Friday the 13th did have a crossover with, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, they teased it like 20 years ago, and then they eventually made the movie. They teased it like 20 years before they actually did the crossover. Yeah. Yeah, and before that, you know, Jason went to space. And, you know, became Jason X. Yeah, the funny part about the crossover is that he technically didn't pick a winner. Oh, I got a set of magic armor. Nice. Alright, is the magic armor better? Wait, who can equip the magic armor? Alright, is the magic armor better on you? Oh, she can equip the dragon mail. I might as well give that to her. I discovered Dungeons and Dragons when private imaginary Earths were merging. Then when I tried to thing and, you know, invade it and was outright died from positivity overload. I mean, to be fair, it was a pretty poor matchup, you know, considering, you know, Lemon Knight's abilities. She'll probably have to send somebody else to deal with it. Oh no, am I? Alright now. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Right now, I have to ride on these platforms. Right now, pretty sure if I fall off these platforms, I'm probably gonna have to go back to the bottom floor. Oh, an Aurora Blade. Not sure what an Aurora Blade is, but, you know, it sounds, you know... Oh, whoa, I almost fell off. Yeah, pretty much her annoyance how Terrier in a party city looking wizard outfits as her kryptonite. I mean, one of Lemon Knight's, you know, canon weaknesses is things like bravery and as well as fun. That's just part of, you know, the true art of fear. So yeah, things like joy and courage are technically her weakness, yeah. Oh, whoops. Alright, I ran too far. That was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry about that. Alright, I was kind of not paying attention there. I'm sorry. well, I was kind of worried about that, and then I overcorrected. I kind of overshot that. Yeah, this is why I don't really play platformers. Because I know. This is why I don't really play ultra hard, platformers, because I know I will have a skill issue. Plus, I tend to lock in whenever I do, freaking platforming sections that, But at least it didn't lead to a pit of spikes or, any sort of death trap or, bottomless pits. So, I think it's okay. Alright, just let me check around. Alright, surely, alright now. Alright now, if I'm guessing there's gonna be a boss monster up here who's gonna be like, he's trying to stop the Black Flame from, he's trying to stop the Black Flame. The Black Flame is like, alright now, sprinkle the follow prism do. Alright now, sprinkle, sprinkle. Alright now, we sprinkled the prism dew in the Black Flame. Alright now, the light of the heaven will, dispel it. Wait, is that a scar in reality? Uh-oh, I've seen plenty of those. I've seen plenty of those, alright, I've seen plenty of those. Alright, this one seems like a pretty basic one. Oh, surprisingly pretty basic. Alright, who are you? Oh no! Is that an S&M sadist?
I have long since grown tired of
Torgus Maximus?
and even longer since has the grinding into dust. I had hoped that an opponent, but you took. I thought to toy with.
He's some sort of sadist. Milking Blackfly will be a kind of worms for sure, not sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Alright now. Yeah, Dr. Blackfly. Yeah, I gotta remember, Dr. Blackfly, he's not just, it's me. Yeah, Dr. Blackfly is a little bloodthirsty, so, just be sure of that. I mean, he is fused with a parasitic insect, after all. His origin is kind of similar to the fly. In fact, it's exactly like the fly. Alright, oh no, what? Okay, he somehow dodged the toxification. Alright now. Focus up! Alright, somehow he dodged that. Alright now, I might as well cast Caster Sugar. Little P, yeah. Alright now, Harvest Moon. Alright, charm up. Alright, block. Oh no, I got those! Oh no, I'm asleep. Oh no, I'm sleepy. Alright now. Alright, let's do the Fizz Cracker. Wow, that did tons of damage. Oh, my defenses went down. Alright, Harvest Moon. Alright, charm up. Alright now, let's do Multi-Fist. Oh, that's a lot of multi-fist. Two multi-fists in one turn. Yeah, that's why you went martial artist and champ. That's why you went martial artist and champion. Oh, we got a black fragment. Buckingham may be safe, but the sea dragon remains frozen for all time. No, the sea dragon is frozen. Right now, are the children safe? Wait, what happens to the rest of them? Oh, they got turned into little babies now! Our tyrants at the end are extremely dangerous in their own rights. Lilith label Lilith P for the sake of sanity being one of them. Alright, now, Lilith P, she's like way more pragmatic, isn't she? Yeah, whereas Dr. Fly is basically more of a mad scientist sort of person. Definitely the sort of person who would do, crazy experiments. He's basically the guy that, Red Moon calls to, invents all sorts of annoying and dangerous stuff. Alright, now you really did it. Now there's no more monsters? Alright, the guiding light is lit, and now we got rid of the black flame. Yeah, there's just a, slight distortion in reality. I've seen plenty of those, when there's, when there's evil outbreaks. Yeah, evils in the lore basically, what dangerous telepomancy and thought forms, basically are, yeah. Now, it'll be good to follow me back to the palace. Alright, now. Those are science in her own rights, I guess, in that regards. A whole other level of dangerous because she isn't manic about it. She's a woman on a mission. Yeah, that's kind of how I thought of her. Seeing as, you described her as such. Yeah, that does seem to be how you described her. Oh wow, we're getting a hero's welcome, yeah. It's almost as though Captain Shark Guy himself has returned. Man, I wish we could get Captain Shark Guy as a party member. He sounds like he's freaking awesome. He sounds like he's motherfucking awesome. I mean, oops, I shouldn't say his swear words. Alright, I did swear word, I'm getting demonetized. Then again, then again, I'm probably gonna get demonetized for this. Look at those hips. I'm gonna get demonetized for the hips. I'm gonna get demonetized for the hips. Remember, told Twitch to free the hip. Learns back down and what they went through to understand what their mission is. Alright, now. Yenny. Alright, Yenny, you are really... Alright, I like Yenny, yeah. I like Yenny, they've been friends for a long time, even before they became a million bird. Yeah, they're from Million Bird Battles, very cute, yeah. Sort of like all you guys, yeah. Water spirit. A message from Anais? An excellent question. That's because she's living under the sea with me now. Wait, what? Wait, she's living under the sea, oh no. She's been braving the Almighty to reunite with her beloved Shark Eye. But the whole ship is frozen, and it's likely to stay that way for eternity. Even if the Demon King is defeated, it would take centuries for the ice to melt. I want a lore fact, okay. I guess go across over with Dodgy and what might happen in her story. Alright now. Dodgy seems like the sort to try and be clever and manipulative. And it will work for a little bit, but Lumina Knight's, basically gonna be using her for her own ends as well. Lumina Knight's kind of used to that sort of thing. After all, she does have to deal with Citaro. The fact that Citaro's, cursed paintbrush does, possess this, is possessed by the spirit of the Muse of Darkness, It's like an evil celestial, It's like an evil celestial. And, not really much of a friend of, Tulpa's and Tulpa descendants. Although, Lumina Knight will definitely, make the good use of Dodgy while, basically pretending to fall for it. In fact, Dodgy might, Lumina Knight could help Lumina Knight, try to capture Yenny for herself. And Dodgy would probably definitely use Count Edgeworth, yeah. And Count Edgeworth is definitely a fedora. It's definitely a bit of a fedora lord towards beautiful women. So he's probably gonna try to get with Dodgy. If he helps her. Probably to get into money and all that. And probably try to backstab Dodgy to try and get her as well. I mean, she is a beautiful fox woman, right? Count Edgeworth thinks he's using Dodgy, but it was a very horrifically mistaken. Oh, that's gonna show how dangerous Dodgy actually can be. Alright, now. Whoa, water. Oh no, oh no. Probably got nearly murdered when Dachi gets a word to unleash Cubo. Oh no, Cubo. Whoa, dude. Hi there, shit. Alright now. Alright now, it's not like transfer the guiding light into the Buckingham Lighthouse. Alright, it's like Buccaneer and Buckingham. I think that's a good combination. I like that. Instantly iconic name. 10 out of 10. Although I did hear the original of this game was, much longer. Like originally. Yeah, I hear this game kind of, trimmed some of the fat down. Like, I hear, the shrine, at the beginning of the game, like it had, a whole huge-ass dungeon with puzzles and all that. Before you actually got to it. Like, it took like 5 hours, and, it took like around 5 hours before the first, actual fight happened. Yeah, Cuba's probably one of the most dangerous folks in the room that, is the name Luminite, Lumina, Lilith, okay, Blackfire, Lilith. Alright, what kind of, alright now. I mean, Kubo is basically, the goddess of the yummy, right? That's what I remember you telling me, right? You found such a person, here's a sea serpent saber. Oh cool, I got the sea serpent saber. Cool, I got a sea serpent saber, nice. Nice, alright, nice. I will definitely use that, alright, you wield it well.
You wielded well.
Although, I should really learn, alright now.
I beg your pardon.
But I do not employ minstrel. If I did, of course, a long time ago. He was a fine man, talented musician, but he fell and died many years ago. Wait, what? Were we talking to a ghost? We were talking to a ghost! Goddess of the Eternal Eclipse, Goddess of Yomi is a different character. Oh no. That Kubo was made from... Uh-oh. Goddess of the Eternal Eclipse, uh-oh, that's not good. That's very dangerous for the powers of the sun and the moon. Very dangerous for the powers of the sun and moon, that, and that doesn't sound good. Especially considering what Red Moonlight does to me. Yeah, I'm assuming as a goddess of Yomi and one of the tyrants of the end. Uh-oh. Oh, right, yeah. Okay. Alright now. Oh, no. Do. Right now, how do we get that? The shop next door, huh? Alright, now, I better go check that out. Alright, how do we grab that, one panel over there? Oh, it is open. Oh, Pink Pearl? It was a figure that was great misinformed stories about Amaterasu and those false interpretations ended up being potent enough to an Earth Feed to manifest as Kubo. Wait a minute, that's Tulpomancy. That's how Tulpomancy works in the lore. Oh no! That's not good. That's not good. Oh no. Oh no, false stories, giving rise to actual danger. Oh no. Yeah, that basically sounds like something that would happen, from Tulpomancy in my world. Yeah, all of Earth 3 operates that way? Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no. Oh no, don't tell me. Alright, now knock out the armor. Oh look, these guys are guarding a shiny object. Alright, now take out the brownie. Now the brownies sometimes have, strength seeds, which is, pretty good. Alright, let's go talk to the dwarves. Hopefully they're a little less hostile this time. Hopefully they're a little less hostile and I can, you know, get that one thing now. Wait, I should talk to you, yeah. There's a room below, feel free to grab them. Don't bother yourself trying to mediate between Buckingham and me. I know full well he's not a bad man, and he knows I know that. There's no need to make a song and dance about it. Alright now. Alright, thank you for letting me in here. Alright, oh, magic water. Oh, seed of resilience. Oh, it's iron sword. Alright, we got a sword of violence. Alright, now Earth B is a space for a rest between Earth R and Earth I. So both the worlds would kind of influence Earth B in one way or another. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that means you know there could be some sort of impression of both worlds' powers, yeah. That means a supplements. That means there could be some sort of that means that some sort of strange. That means that there could be a shadow of Tulpamancy's power over there. Alright now. Earthby is outside of known as like a Curryverse is its very own thing. We're not doing crossover stuff. Okay. Right now, I'm kind of wondering how I get that panel over there. I'm wondering how I get that one panel over there. Oh well, I'm sure I'll find it eventually. Visit them before I leave, huh? Alright, maybe I can't get it in this timeline. Maybe I have to get it in another. Right now. Now we have a couple silver and a black fragment. And a turquoise fragment. Alright, we might as well turn those things in. Alright, I guess we'll turn in the silver fragments then. I guess I will turn in the silver fragments then. Alright now, hopefully. Alright now, a new island should be back. There's a whole bit with Count Edgeworth meets Yenny. During arena crossover stuff, Count Edgeworth believes he's found a waifu and tries to do his thing. And we all know how that turns out. Yeah, very poor matchup for him being a vampire and trying to basically try to seduce a god, literal demigod of the sun. That's not gonna go well for him. That is definitely not gonna go well for him. Sorry to say. Predictably enough, a vampire trying to, go up against something like that is not gonna go well. Yeah, predictably enough. Right now, is there any... Oh, I see. Oh, I found the seed of Therapeusis. Alright, seed. One who's also straight up immune to mind magic. I mean, that's true. Vampires do... Wait, vampires do have glamour, don't they? Yeah, glamour is basically in... Alright, now. vampires do have fascination, which is kind of similar to our glamour a little bit. Although mostly our glamour, you know, works by illusions. And, you know, some complex psychic attacks every now and again. You know, no big deal if you get exposed to it, yeah. No big deal if you get exposed to, you know, a little bit of glamour, it's okay. It just, you know, it just might affect your mind just a little bit. You know, just a tiny bit. More or less immune to my magic, kind of, you know, kind of because of a certain resident fox. Alright, yeah. Yeah, alright now. I mean, the best way to, you know, build resistance to mind control and charm effects is, you know, to basically, you know, go up against somebody who constantly uses them. That way you'll probably have trained yourself to probably resist quite a bit of it. I'll just go over to this house. Wait, there's a treasure chest over here. Oh, there's an arena? Oh, there's an arena? Okay, so how do I move the bookcase then? Huh. No, I have no idea now. Now I'm actually not sure how to get that piece. Now I have no idea how to get that one piece then. Or that treasure chest for that matter. Huh. Nice little thing is my magic allure, whether having access to identity of deception and falsehood. Oh no. That's a pretty strong right now. We need to do research to figure out how, you know, identities work, sort of like how we need to do research on how true arts work, yeah. After all, a major reason how true arts work is, you know, imagination, basically. Yeah, imagination that travels through psychic kinetic signals in the brain. Are those claws Cobra Claws? Alright, Santa Claus, Santa Claus. Claws. Oh, nice shield. Alright, silver mail. Flowering dress. Alright, now. Might as well grab new shields. Alright, I'm glad that, you know, the equipment doesn't suck unlike some of the monsters in, you know, Dragon Quest V. Wait, I am thinking of 5, right? I am not thinking of 4 or 6. Wait, which one was the one with the sexy dancer, and which one, you know, was the one with the, you know... Wait, which one was the one with the sexy dancer again? Wait, actually, I don't think I'm thinking of the right one. Yeah, I know. Right, I'm thinking of Dragon Quest 4. And, you know, the one I was, you know, going on about was actually 5, right? Alright, now. Alright, yeah. Alright, and now... Alright, I'm thinking of stopping soon. Alright, I do want to explore more of that island, but, you know... I don't want to, you know, stay up too late, though. I've already been playing for 2 hours, so I better not, you know... Main ability is to flip falsehoods into truths and can cloud truth into falsehoods, but otherwise, if you're immune to mind effects, she is really not that strong. There's a reason Dachi usually avoids direct fights. Especially with Nini, who knows she stands no chance against. Yeah. That's probably why she tries to, you know, deal with, you know, Yenny cleverly, yeah. No, alright. right now. Right now, I don't think I'll continue beyond that. I don't... Oh wait, I should probably press A. Alright, let's go look for somebody to raid real quick. Alright, I appreciate, everybody that came by. And Yemi, I will see you later. If you wanna talk more, we can do it on Discord, maybe. If you really want to. Oh, Twitch is being a little slow. Right now, come on. Right now, let's see who's on. How about we raid? Alright, let's raid for... Yeah, I keep getting from incinerating her. Raid Farah the Bat. Right now, let's do that. And back raid. Alright, see you later.